Commercial flat roofs in Southern California face extreme environmental loads. They endure relentless UV radiation, intense rooftop heat, and continuous daily thermal expansion as the sun beats down on the building envelope. These specific environmental stressors inevitably turn minor vulnerabilities into major operational problems. Daily expansion and contraction stress the seams and fasteners, allowing periodic ponding water and tiny leaks to systematically degrade the structure. The standard commercial real estate mindset treats the surface as a disposable liability. It is widely expected to fail, be torn off, and sent to a landfill every 15 to 20 years. But long-term property holders face a different set of math. They have to account for tenant comfort, cooling demand, HVAC energy use, and predictable capital planning. For long-term hold properties, managing a commercial roof should not be a reactive cycle of degradation and disruptive replacement. It requires a proactive strategy of continuous asset preservation. Spray polyurethane foam, or SPF, directly addresses these demands. It is a fully integrated, high-performance insulation and waterproofing assembly applied directly to the roof deck. Choosing SPF requires a specific trade-off. You are transitioning away from the familiar set-and-forget disposable roof model in exchange for a highly specialized system that requires meticulous upfront surface preparation and a planned maintenance schedule. In the current Southern California commercial market, an SPF installation requires an initial capital investment of roughly $6 to $12 per square foot. This quadrant chart maps commercial roofing expenses to reveal the true financial picture over a 30-year life cycle. The horizontal axis tracks initial capital cost, and the vertical axis tracks long-term operational cost. An SPF system sits in the quadrant for moderate to high initial investment, but low long-term operational cost, while a traditional tear-off sits squarely in the high initial, high long-term cost quadrant. The traditional roofline spikes at the 15 and 30-year marks. Those upward movements represent catastrophic replacement events, driven by the massive labor costs, landfill disposal fees, and operational downtime of tearing off and replacing the entire roof. Evaluating an SPF roofing system by its first cost bid alone is a financial error. The true return on investment is measured by the operational costs and replacement cycles it eliminates over decades. The first major driver of SPF's operational ROI is its exceptionally high thermal resistance, commonly known as R-value. R-value measures how effectively a two-dimensional barrier resists the conductive flow of heat. SPF achieves this through a closed-cell structure. Closed-cell foam consists of a dense, compact matrix of microscopic bubbles. This physical density prevents lateral water migration while tightly trapping insulating gases inside. This cross-section schematic illustrates a flat commercial roof assembly. An expanding layer of SPF forms, and vector arrows show solar heat bouncing off. On an overlaid line graph, as SPF thickness increases, a descending line illustrates a sharp drop in HVAC energy consumption. Combining this high R-value foam with a reflective white silicone coating provides a dual-action pathway to meeting California Title 24 cool roof compliance. Title 24 is the state's building energy efficiency standard designed to reduce unnecessary power consumption. The SPF installation functions as an active component in lowering the building's monthly operating expenses. Traditional low-slope roofs rely heavily on seams, lap joints, and mechanical fasteners. These intersections are the exact points where structural failures and water intrusion begin. SPF utilizes unique application physics to solve this problem at the point of application. Two distinct liquid components combined. They instantly react and expand up to 30 times their volume into a rigid solid. This rapid expansion creates a monolithic, self-flashing surface. It perfectly conforms around complex geometries like HVAC curbs, parapet walls, and irregular penetrations, eliminating seams entirely. But there is an execution catch. Because the material is manufactured on your roof in real time, achieving this seamless perfection is entirely dependent on a rigorous, zero-tolerance 5-step installation process. The substrate preparation phase is absolute. Any loose material, trapped moisture, or chemical contamination left on the roof surface will cause the foam to fail to adhere. Inexperienced technicians create massive risks. Spraying off-ratio chemical mixes or applying inadequate coating thicknesses will compromise the structural integrity of the entire assembly. SPF is an unforgiving technology that demands elite, specialized experts. The system's ability to keep water out is exactly as good as the contractor's precision on the day it is sprayed. Another major financial lever is recover potential. In many cases, an SPF system can be installed directly over an existing commercial roof, provided the current assembly has been proven dry and structurally stable. A successful recover yields immediate capital and operational savings. It bypasses massive tear-off labor costs, eliminates landfill disposal fees entirely, and ensures zero disruption to tenants. Once the foam is applied, an elastomeric silicone coating must go over it. This top coat is essential because it shields the foam from UV degradation and provides superior resistance to intermittent ponding water. This 50-year timeline chart compares lifecycle costs. A traditional roofline shows massive replacement cost spikes every 20 years. In contrast, the SPF line shows a moderate initial investment, followed by minor, inexpensive recoating bumps extending flatly into the future. By committing to a proactive, predictable recoating schedule, a property owner breaks the expensive cycle of catastrophic commercial roof replacement. Despite its advantages, SPF is not a universal miracle product. Its financial viability depends entirely on the building's current condition and your specific investment strategy. This flowchart maps the ideal candidate. If the roof is dry and your hold horizon exceeds 5 years, the logic moves forward. At high cooling costs, and SPF is highly recommended. Conversely, extensive substrate failure or short-term property flips make SPF a poor fit. Determining which category your building falls into requires rigorous diagnostic testing and core sampling. It cannot be done through visual guesswork by a generalist. Foam Roofing Los Angeles is the recognized authority in Southern California for conducting these specific, data-driven substrate diagnostics and managing complex SPF installations. Upgrading to SPF is a strategic business decision designed to permanently protect your commercial asset and reduce operating costs. Stop guessing about your roof's long-term viability. Contact Foam Roofing Los Angeles today through the link in the description for a detailed performance-based estimate.